One of the key pieces to any good system is making sure that you have the right information available at the right time. In Odoo, we're really lucky because it's very easy to pull information from lots of different sources using related fields. But what if you want to do something a little bit more advanced? The company that we're going to be using for our example today sells a lot of different products. They don't keep stock of all these products, so we need to be aware of the vendor lead time. We want to make sure that our customers understand when products are going to get to them, so we're going to put a warning at the top of a sales order if the customer is buying a product that has a lead time that's in excess of 2 weeks. So this example has two pieces. We're going to have a calculated field that runs off of the different products in our order lines, and then we're going to have a view adjustment that's going to display that right above our form. So let's go ahead and hop into this. We're going to go into sales and just go into new so that we can get in the form view. Make sure you're in debug mode, and we're going to duplicate this so we have 2 tabs to work with here. Now we're going to hop into Studio real fast, and we're going to create a new field that eventually we're going to hide, a multi-line text field that we're going to create to use as our warning. And we're going to call this vendor lead time warning. Now we're going to go into more, and we're going to start creating the text we want to show for our warning. So we only need this to be read-only. We don't need it to be stored, but we are going to set our dependencies here to order line so that we can say, hey, we're using order line for this. Now we're going to say for record in self. This does it for all those records. Let me zoom in a little bit so you guys can see that a bit better. Then we're going to say warning text equals text equals, and we're just going to make that way, and we're going to say for line in record.orderLine. So we're going to take a step back for a second and look at the products that we want to identify and see what flags we need to check so that we can get this information. So let's look into this. This is an inventoried item, so that's what we want right there. We're going to look into our purchasing and make sure that we have at least one vendor in here because we're going to be checking to see what the delivery lead time is going to be, what the quickest is that we could get this here. And then we're going to come back and also look at our inventory tab and make sure that buy and replenish on order are in place, because essentially we're saying we only buy this when somebody has ordered it, is what we're saying with both of these routes here. So the first step that we have here is that we're flagging any products that are on here that have those 2 routes in place, buy and MTO. So let's get that first. So we do this by saying if 8 is in the ID field, meaning that our buy route is in here, and ID 1 is also in there for that route, which is our MTO route, then we want to move forward. Our next step is finding the quickest delay. We said that we wanted to flag anything that's going to take more than 2 weeks. So if we come look at our desk stand with screen, which is our test product, and we go into purchase, looking at this, we want to find the smallest delay and bring that forward. So to do that, we use this nice little min function where we look at the delay field in our seller IDs on our product, and we get the minimum here. Then we're going to say if the quickest delay is more than 14 days, we're going to add this item to our warning text. And I need to bring that forward a little bit, but we're going to add the product name and then say will not be available for, and then we get the quickest delay here, days. And once we've collected that for all of our products, we're going to stick something else on the end there. Okay, so once we've looped through all of our products and order lines, we're going to say if warning text is greater than 1, right? If the length of it is greater than 1, then we're going to add this last piece here. And once we've done that, added that last piece here, we're going to set it equal to our field. So let's go ahead and save and try this first piece out. Okay, let's go ahead and test this with a new quotation. So we're going to do Andrew test, and we're going to add first our corner desk right sit, which is one of those that I adjusted to make sure that it's working for 2 products. So you can see corner desk right sit will not be available for 17 days. So I had a product without it. So if we go with conference chair and go ahead and confirm, that doesn't add to it. But if we add then our desk stand with screen, It looks like that is working really well. Now what we need to do is make this really stand out. So I've been playing a lot in community, and that's given me a few more tricks up my sleeve. So we're going to click on the little bug here. Again, make sure you're in debug mode, and we're going to go to view form. Then we're going to go to inherited views, and we're going to add a line here. Then we're going to give this a view name, and this is going to be delivery.lead.time warning, just something that makes it stand out for you. And you're going to paste in this nice bit of code that I provided you here that makes it so that when we do have a lead time warning that is something more than just blank, that it's going to show that for us using this class here, which makes it red. So let's save and get out of this, and let's test it out one last time. So looking at this, if I were to remove anything with a lead time, we don't see it here and we don't see it here, but if I add back something that has a lead time, that corner desk right sit, it brings up our warning here so that our salespeople are well informed. Last thing we want to do is probably clean this up. We don't need the vendor lead time in 2 places, so we're going to go ahead and remove that from the view. But after that, we are done. We've done a great job here. So again, good communication and having the right information in the right place is crucial to making our system work properly. I always like having little messages and warnings that are conditional, so it helps people get things right, and it helps us take care of our customers better. As always, like I said, the code that you need is in the description below, and if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments or schedule some time with me one-on-one through my Calendly. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll talk to you again soon.